This is how much you need to make to buy this $599,000 triplex using different loan options. I own 10 investment properties in 5 different states over the last 5 years. When I started out, I had no idea how much money you needed to save for your first investment property. And so the point of this series is to help you see exactly how much you need to save using different loan options so you can calculate this for your own houses. So first up is a 20% down conventional investment property loan. If you put 20% down, that's $119,800 you need for the down payment. Then you have closing costs. Those are all the money from the day you get the offer accepted to the day you close on the house. It's about 2 to 5%. The more expensive the house, the lower the closing cost percentage will be. The cheaper the house, the higher the percentage will be. So for this house, we'll assume about 3%. That's $17,970. So that means the total amount you'll need saved is $137,770 to close on this house. Your interest rate will be about 6.87%. And because you're putting so much down, you might get a discount of up to 1 point. We'll say that's 5.87%. Also in this listing, the seller said that they'll be willing to do a 2-1 buy down, which means they'll help pay to get your rate down for the first 2 years. Taxes are about $474 a month and insurance is about $250. So your total monthly payment will be $3,580. Because this is a rental property, the bank will allow you to use the rent from all the units to help cover your income. So this way your debt to income isn't as bad. So because each unit is $1,500 in rent, the total rent is $4,500. 75% of that is actually $3,375. So when you subtract that from the monthly payment, we'll actually end up with an effective monthly payment of only $183. And then the bank needs to make sure that that number doesn't exceed 36% of your pre-tax income. So you take $183 and divide that by 0.36, which means that you only need to make $509 per month, which is actually $6,108 per year. But let's say you want to put 15% down. 15% down is $89,950 for your down payment. And with closing costs, that's another $17,970. So your total is $107,820. And your rate will be 6.37, a little bit higher because you put less down. Your loan amount is $509,150. But now because you put less than 20% down, you'll also have to pay something known as PMI, private mortgage insurance. $319 for PMI. When you add taxes and insurance all together, that's $4,218. Now, in this case, you'll need to live in the property. So the bank won't allow you to use all of the income to help qualify. You can only use 2 of the units' income. So that's $3,000. And you multiply that by 75%. And you'll get that the bank will help you use $2,250 to help qualify. So now your effective payment is $1,968. And that can't be more than 36% of your pre-tax income. So that leaves you with $5,467 per month or only $65,604 to buy this $600,000 triplex. Let's do it with 10% down now. That's $59,900 for your down payment. With closing costs, that's $77,780. Your rate will increase another 0.25% to 6.62. That means your monthly mortgage payment is going to be $3,451 and you have to add taxes, insurance, and PMI again. That's $4,512. If you then rent out the other 2 units and help qualify that, you'll be able to subtract $2,250 like we said earlier. So your effective monthly payment then is $2,262. You divide that by 0.36 and then you multiply that by 12 to get $75,408 per year is what you need to buy this house at 10% down. Let's do 5% down now. With 5%, that's a down payment of $29,950. Your closing cost will be $47,920. That's a 6.87% rate. Your loan amount will be $569,050, and your monthly payment is $3,737. With PMI, that's $356. Your total monthly payment is $4,817. When you add the rent to that, you divide that by 0.36 and multiply it by 12. You get that you need to make $85,572 per year. Let's assume now that you're going to use an FHA loan, which is 3.5% down. That's $20,965 for your down payment. With your closing costs, you need about $38,935. Your interest rate will be 6.62%, and your loan amount will be $578,035. Instead of PMI, you'll pay something known as mortgage insurance premium, MIP, and that's basically the same thing. That'll be about $362 per month. When you add all that up together, that's $4,786. When you take the rental income combined, the effective monthly payment is $2536. You divide that by 0.4 because the DTI ratio on an FHA loan is higher than what it is on a conventional loan. That means you'll need to make $6,340 per month or $76,080 per year. The last loan we got is a veteran loan. That means you can put 0% down. There's no minimum credit score and there's no PMI or MIP. You'll only need to pay closing costs on this one, and your interest rate is 6.62% at a loan amount of $599. Your monthly mortgage will be $3,834. With taxes and insurance, your total will be $4,558. When you subtract the rent, that means your total monthly payment will be $2,000 $4,308. Divide that by 0.4, and that shows that you only need to make $5,770 per month or $69,240 per year. If you want my help to buy your first investment property, I have a free course. You can get that in my free school community below. If you want to invest in deals with us, you can apply with the link below.